In this video, I'm going to show you everything I need so I can sit here and say, hello, welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Boden and this is Sick Riff Saturday. Stop. Let's go back a couple minutes. All right, so this is my starting point. This is my canvas here. I'm going to quickly switch over to my phone so I can show you everything I'm doing. So here's my camera. Here are some lights. So let's build this vibe here step by step. Okay. First step is to try to eliminate all the light you can. So I rolled the window blinds down. I have a curtain that I closed the biggest window here. There we go. Now let's check in detail what I have, why I have them, and how I use them, okay? Depending on your room and the size of your room, you'll have different hardware choices. For me, for example, I have a smaller room here, so when I was deciding for a camera, I knew it had to be a full frame sensor, and also I had to have a wide lens camera because I have to fit a guitar in here, right? So it has to be wide enough, and I wanted to have the camera on the desk. So all these types of decisions. So what does that mean for me exactly? My camera is the Sony a7 IV. Let me quickly show you. And the lens that I have on is the Viltrox 16mm lens. I have another lens as well, the Sony 24-105. I use that more for photography or for more like handheld shots because it has an in-body stabilization thing that my Viltrox 16mm doesn't have. All right, this is on top of a little mini tripod. I have this big small rig light with a softbox and also the honeycomb because I want to minimize the light that hits the white light, the bright light that hits this wall, because I want to colorize it with all the different things. That's why the honeycomb is good, because it directs the light more in a downward trajectory instead of, you know, spreading across everywhere. And then I have these little Ulanzi, two of them. This light here is another Ulanzi light just for my face. So this part of my face is also a bit brighter. And then the last one is actually here. This is a Cortex light. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Cortex light just to make it a bit more yellow. Look. This everything just does the whole vibe in here. As for audio, I have this Shure SM7B, just for me speaking. This goes into a cloud lifter to boost the signal, and then that goes into my interface. And that's it for the hardware. Or, I mean, my computer would be the MacBook Pro M4 Pro. But yeah, that's it for the hardware. Alright, so software. First off, I use OBS to record everything. And I have 3 audio inputs. That's just because I record guitars. I have to have those 3 audio inputs. But if you don't record guitars, then you can just skip this point. Anyway, I have 3 different inputs. We have the guitars, the playback, and the SM7B. That's this one. You can see this is moving up and down. And it records this part of my screen. Why do I want to have a screen grab? Because I'm recording Cubase. Like I want to show how I record the song. Okay, second piece of software I use is called Loopback. Let me just quickly start it up. I use that one for all the audio routing that I have going on. As you can see, these are different types of virtual inputs and outputs. I have to use that because I want to decide which input goes to which output on my interface. As you can see, the number 3 is moving. This is my microphone. Number 1 and 2 will be my guitars. And this one, number 7 and 8, is the playback, because I want to record the desktop audio as well for my Sick Riff Saturday episodes. The next software is Cubase, but I'm not going to show Cubase right now because this is a video-focused video. Video-focused video. Anyway, after I'm done recording with my camera, I use DaVinci Resolve. Since I started recording in S-Log3, the footage that comes out of my camera looks like this. So it's pretty flat. And after a couple of color grading moves, it looks like this. Let me quickly show you how the color grade stuff looks like. For example, this is how it will look directly out of the camera. Again, then inside of this node, I'm going to apply a LUT. So LUT is called a lookup table. And I can just select Sony and then the S-Log3, and then it gets already like this. And then because this is a bit too bright still because of the light and everything, I'm going to do a couple of different moves on top of this one as well. So it just gets a little bit darker. I put away the highlights. If we just check down here, you can see highlights is at -46, shadows is at -5.5. That's pretty much it. This is my color grading process. It's still very, very basic, but you know, You gotta start somewhere. When I'm done editing, I will export it with these settings. So I have MP4 H.264 codec, and then I have a restrict to 80,000 kilobits or 80 megabits per second, and the rest is, I just leave DaVinci handle the rest. After that, for me, I have to go and look for a moment which I could grab as a thumbnail. So for example, I want this. Let's say I want this, right? This is the frame that I want. I go to the color tab, I right click this picture, say grab still. Again, right click this picture and say export. Export it as, I don't know, thumbnail, like this, export. And then the next step for me is to go to Canva. I do all my thumbnails in here. I say new YouTube thumbnail. I locate the screen grab I did. It's gonna be this one. And then I'll chuck it on here, start doing the thumbnail, export it here as a thumbnail, as a PNG. And that is it. Only thing left, find a clickbaity ass title. I usually fail at that, but find a good title, finish the thumbnail, and upload on YouTube. That's it. That is everything I need, everything I use. We covered the camera, the lights, the curtains to make it darker in here, the room setup, my laptop, DaVinci Resolve, Canva. What's left? The camera settings. Everything. So I hope this helps. Go and create some videos. Peace out.